Hello everyone, we are Group 3. Our topic is the different Little Mermaid. As everybody can see, there are significant differences between the cartoon version of the Little Mermaid and the film version.
Obviously, the most prominent distinction is the skin color of the heroine. We are curious about why did the director choose Hailey Bailey as a main actress, and are there any racial and political issues involved in this movie?
In the end of video, we also post some comments from the internet, not only the positive ones, but also the negative ones. Let's discuss these issues together.
Hello, we are English video. Today's topic is The Different Little Mermaid. Camille, have you ever seen The Little Mermaid?
Yes, of course.
How do you think about this movie?
I think everything was good. I really like it.
I agree with you, but do you know there were some dispute about casting?
Oh, really?
Let's discuss this issue together. Do you have time?
Yes.
Can I ask you some questions?
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is Alice.
Have you ever seen The Little Mermaid?
No, I haven't, but I have seen the trailer for this movie.
It is because of the casting that you didn't see this movie.
No, this is not reason. It's just that I'm not interested in fairy tales. So when the movie came out, I had no plans to see it.
What do you think about the casting?
In fact, when I first watched the casting news, I was very surprised because it's a little different from what I thought of the Little Mermaid. In my impression, mermaid in fairy tales seems to have less dark skin tone. Although it is different from what I imagined, I am very supportive of the casting because it breaks the original framework of our impressions.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Betty.
Can I ask you some question?
Okay.
Okay, have you ever seen The Little Mermaid?
Yes, of course, The Little Mermaid is my favorite movie this year.
Okay, how do you think about the casting?
Well, even so, I think the main actress was quite different than I thought, but I think she did much better than I expected. And my favorite character is Ursula, and I think Melissa is the most appropriate actress for this role.
What do you think about this movie?
Well, I think the animation is great and the storyline is great too. But what I love the most are the songs, especially the one called Part of Your World, sung by Hailey Bailey. And I still listen to this song every day because whenever I do, it brings me a sense of relaxation and joy.
Do you have a time?
Yes.
Can you ask some question?
Okay.
What's your name?
Sydney.
Have you ever seen The Little Mermaid?
No, I haven't seen that movie before.
It is because of the casting that you didn't see this movie?
No, the reason why I didn't watch it was I wasn't interested in the plot.
What do you think about the casting?
Although the hero of the live-action version of The Little Mermaid is completely different from the white skin and long red hair area in our childhood. This is originally an adaptation. I think skin color can affect the plot, and Hailey Bailey can perfectly impart the setting of Ariel with her beautiful singing voice.
Excuse me, do you have time?
Yes.
May I ask you some questions?
Okay.
What's your name?
Camille.
Have you ever seen The Little Mermaid?
Yes, I just saw this movie 2 months ago.
Okay, and what do you think about the casting?
I know the casting in this movie is controversial, but I think it's not a big deal. Instead, it would like another special point to attract people to see.
Okay, and what are your comments and thoughts about the film?
Without a doubt, it's definitely worth seeing. Lots of people may have some questions, especially about the racial issues that they doubt it can return to the original movie and will affect the experience of watching it. But I would say no. As you started watching this movie, not only the interesting plots with special effects, but also the beautiful songs and the role that Haley shows, you will get the value of the movie. Anyway, I really recommend this movie for everyone. Excuse me, do you have time?
Yes.
May I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm JC.
Have you ever seen The Little Mermaid?
No, I haven't, but I have seen the cartoon when I was a kid.
Is it because of the casting that you didn't see this movie?
Not exactly. One of the reasons is because I'm really not interested in fairy tale movies.
What do you think about casting?
The character is different from the cartoon that I saw in my childhood. In my childhood, the Little Mermaid was white skin, long red hair. But in this movie version, the Little Mermaid is black skin and long brown hair. The character setting is totally different from the original. I know the Halle Bailey's singing voice is excellent. Her voice fits the role well too. I still hope the movie can restore the original character as much as possible. If the director wants to film a different version of Little Mermaid, I think he can release another side story instead of letting the classical character into a character that we feel unfamiliar with.
Excuse me, do you have time?
Yes,
May I ask you some questions?
no problem.
What's your name?
Vivian，
你有看过小美人鱼吗？
没有，
没有看的原因是因为选角的关系吗？
没有，就单纯没有去看而已，没时间。
你觉得选角如何？
我觉得选角选得蛮好的，因为这个种族歧视是一个值得被讨论的议题。
Excuse me, do you have time?
Yes.
May I ask you some question?
Okay.
What's your name?
Yuna.
你有看过小美人鱼吗？
没有。
没有看是因为选角的原因吗？
对。
那你觉得选角如何？
我觉得没有很好，就是不用因为政治正确，就是选一个跟原本童话故事不同，角色不同，不符合那个角色的人。
好，了解，谢谢你。
好，谢谢。
Well, there are some differences between the cartoon version of The Little Mermaid and the movie version. There is no denying that the efforts of the actors have contributed to the success at the box office.
Our street interview is over. See you next time. Bye bye.
Okay, after listening to these people's opinions, let's hear why the director chose Halle Bailey as the heroine in the first place.
Figure it out.
She got legs, you idiot.
I remember it so well. It was 2019. She was 18 years old. She hadn't turned 19 yet. She came into the audition. Immediately interesting. She has sort of an otherworldly look. And she said, would you like me to sing or read? And I said, whatever you like. And she said, well, I like to sing first. I think she feels obviously more comfortable in that arena. So she started to sing Part of Your World. I was so moved by the song and her connection to it that by the end of the song, I literally found myself in tears. I couldn't believe it. I thought she's so moving. And she was the first actor we saw for the role. So I said, this can't be it. So we continued to look at other people, but she set the bar so high that no one surpassed it. I mean, she came back many times. We had a screen test with her, but it was just very clear it was her.